What's up guys, it's Jamey. I got a great video planned for you today. I recently picked up my iPhone 12 Pro Silver and I was trying to find the perfect case for it. So I picked up 6 different of the iPhone 12 Pro silicone cases from Apple. You can see I picked up, going from the top, this is what they call kumquat. This is the product red, pink citrus, deep navy, I believe they call this cypress green, and white. Now before we get started, when you're watching this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It feels good. It makes me feel good. Everyone loves it. While you're down there, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Why not? Get crazy. You're gonna love these videos. I'm pumping out content. Get on board. Let's go. So with the silicone cases, I traditionally never really get one of these. I always go leather, mainly because the surface of the case, it can have like that kind of sticky rubbery feeling, so that if I am putting in a pants pocket, it tends to like rub a little bit and get stuck. But I will say with these cases, I don't know if they changed the material with them, but they just feel a lot smoother. They have a super like high-end sleek feel to it, to where I don't think that it's going to create as much of a problem as I once thought, because that's the main reason why I would go with the leather case traditionally, because it doesn't stick like your traditional silicone case. I also do like the patina effect that could occur. I did not expect to like these as much as I did, but feeling this material more in hand now, I really don't think that there's going to be an issue with sliding this in and out of your pants pocket. I don't know if over time this finish kind of breaks down and a more sticky, rubbery, plasticky feeling will emerge, but as of right now, I think this could be a winner. The first case I'm going to start with is kumquat. The case is what I would call very bold, very much out there, but I think it's a cool color. You'll notice around the ring for the camera cutout that it's just a little bit of a different kind of color, matching both the Apple sign as well as the buttons themselves. So I've got the case on now, and you really get Halloween vibes, especially when you look on the front, the black up against the orange. I'm getting super strong Halloween vibes. The big part is you can see just a nice little pop of the silver up against kumquat. It's definitely bold. It's not something that I would traditionally go for. So here we have the product red case. It's a nice bold, deep, kind of rich looking red. I think it's good. I had this somewhat in the running for a little bit, but I think that there might be other colors that I like a little bit better than this. I will say that the way that this pops up against the silver in the cutout, it looks really good. I do like it. I think it's a nice color. I think it's a nice red. If I was looking for a red, this year I'm kind of getting away from a red case. If I was looking for a red, this would definitely, I think, fit the bill. Okay, so moving on to the next case, we have what they call, I think it's pink citrus. This is it has similar vibes to the kumquat. It's just a little bit more of a pinkish hue on the pink citrus, obviously, but they're not like what you would consider like a traditional orange for the kumquat or a traditional pink for the pink citrus. They have like a little bit of a mixture. This almost looks like a burnt pink color. I'll be honest, I didn't think this was really a color that I was going to settle on or go for, but I did want to see how it really looked up against the silver iPhone. You can see, similar to the kumquat, it has like that different color shade or almost different finish on these cutouts, as well as the buttons that give it a nice subtle contrast. I like how it pops up against the silver. That's kind of the main reason why I wanted to go with the silver, is because a lot of times, we have our phones, or at least I have my phone, with a case on, and this is really the only hint of color of the phone you're actually going to get. So I want to see how that like contrasts with the case. So let's transition. Now we're going to what I would consider to be 3 of the more in my wheelhouse colors. The deep navy, the cypress green and the white. When I first saw this deep navy color, I thought this thing was rich. Like, this is just cash right here. It has a very kind of, I don't know, I would call it almost regal aesthetic with it. And the other thing that's interesting about this is that I don't know if these details would be considered black or just a very dark blue, but the Apple logo, the cutout here, it's just so dark, it almost looks like black. But I do like that effect, and that right there is just, I mean, that's perfect. So this is definitely a contender. I don't think you can go wrong. Granted, now it might be different when you compare it to, like, I don't know if you go blue on blue. I don't know how that looks, blue on gunmetal. I just really like the contrast of the blue with the silver cutout. You know, others might not, you know, like that, but that's why they give us variety. All right, so when I saw this green color, I thought this was it. I mean, this just takes the blue to a completely different level. So it has that element of army green built into it, but it's, I don't know, it's just a little bit bright, a little bit more green than, like, I would say traditional army green. It's kind of like an elegant and classy green color. I think this would look really nice up against the gold. It looks great against the silver. And then similar to the blue color, I think it does have like either really dark green or almost like a black highlight for the buttons, as well as for the cutout and the Apple sign on the back. But just to compare the green versus the blue, I mean, you can see like that when you put those two up against each other, so much more brighter than the green. But I don't know, I think when you put it up against the silver, which I'll do right now, I mean, look at that. Like, that is just that is a very classy looking phone. And so in direct sunlight, it's definitely going to get a little bit brighter, the green. But if it's a little bit darker, like you can see, depending upon the angle that I'm showing this, you can see that sometimes it almost looks gunmetal or black. But I don't know, I kind of like that aspect about it. So the last color is potentially the color that I'm going to go with, and it's white. White just might seem very boring, and when you first pull it out of the case, it does seem like it would be boring. But when you pop this on and you put it up against the silver, it is just, it seems like they were meant to be together, because you have almost like this monochromatic look going on when it's up against the silver. And the interesting thing is the cutouts, as well as the Apple sign, it's basically like a nice gray color, and it really just matches perfectly with the silver on the back of the phone. So I didn't think that I was going to like this as much as I did until I actually put it on the phone. So my only concern with this right now is I don't know if it would get dirty. So I do like this somewhat stormtrooperish Oreo cookie type of look on the front, but then when you look at that on the back, it just has a super clean, elegant look. And when I say, like, you can see on this window, this ridge of the case matches almost perfectly with the silver on the back of the phone. So I don't know about you guys, but this might be the winner. So that's all that I have for you today, guys. I'm going to spend a little bit more time trying to figure out which case I want. Like I said, I do think that the white right now is the contender, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know what color you're thinking of getting. Maybe you're getting a completely different case. Comment below. I'd be interested to hear. Please remember to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.